Hello, everybody. This is tImeRang3r, and we're back in Dragon Age Inquisition. Now, if you notice, I'm in a different position than when we left off. I was all the way up there, and now I'm down here. And that's because I did one of the most boring things off camera that you can do in the game. Running around and collecting resources. Because there is a feature in here called requisitions, where you collect resources, get logging stands, open quarries, all of that fun stuff, and you get leveling towards your the Inquisition itself, and you get the ability to just throw your Inquisition-y power around everywhere. You see, it says reward +1 power, which means that for events that require me to have an amount of power and influence to participate, I can spend those points. Up there is Solas in here. I believe this is the bar. Yes.
Oh, Maker, you were him. You were the Herald of Andraste. And you were sent to show us we were wrong to be afraid of the mages. I have always respected magic. I think the Maker blessed your rebellion, and... I'm Flissa. Can I get you a drink?
It's all right, Flissa.
If you wanted to close the breach, I wouldn't mind. As I said, I'm Flissa. The Inquisition soldiers needed a place to unwind, so Leliana brought me in to set up a tavern. Nothing fancy, but it's safer for the soldiers than looking for trouble in some village.
I don't know.
You said Leliana asked you to run an Inquisition tavern. How did you meet?
Dumb luck, mainly. I managed an inn back in Denrim. When I heard interesting gossip, I'd pass word to Leliana. Sometimes it was helpful. She asked if I wanted to own my own tavern, and I said yes. I didn't realize she meant this.
Huh.
What can you tell me about this area?
Adan is Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harris is the Inquisition's smith. Whatever he can make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segris. His prices aren't too high. Yet? Oh, there's also Minave. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
Huh. Well, thank you.
Farewell.
And that's not the door. Let's go see what Solas wants.
The chosen of Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
It is a bit of a chilly village. Unstoppable, a good one.
Kind who makes the world a better place.
It isn't always that easy.
With that heroic jawline.
I will stay there. At least until the breach has been...
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodated, but you understand my caution.
I do.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the
It's a
mages
disco
or the
ball
Templars have the
skull.
power to seal the breach.
Oh, one of my favorite things to do in the game is talk to Varric. And because there is that whole custom world save thing that we discussed last time, it understands that I played the game previously.
Now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Her.
I'm just glad I'm still standing after all that.
I still can't believe you survived Cassandra. You're lucky you were out cold for most of her frothing rage. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
Why did you stay?
If it was that bad, why did you stay?
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and leave that to sort itself out.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes.
That was darker than I was planning.
Need something?
See, this is what I like. Because I have this custom world save. There's these, like... I have personal questions and whatnot, but here, you can talk about Hawk, the hero of the previous game.
And I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Meryl decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars.
That could work.
So far. I guess she has plenty of practice fighting stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Isabella went back to the Raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Last I knew, Hawk's sister Bethany was doing something wardeny near the Anderfeld's border. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job. Need something?
I've read your tale.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
There's no way Hawk really could have killed the Arishok. It would have started a war with the Qunari.
I was told later that the Qunari... Apparently the Arishok didn't get permission before he attacked Kirkwall, and the Qun didn't want another exalted march. When they finally sent a ship to haul the wrecked dreadnought away, they just said, "We will never speak of this again." As far as I
That sounds
can
like
tell,
them.
that's the Qun's.
Carry on.
Yeah, it's fun. You can talk with some people and they'll tell you about events that have happened in the game previously. We'll talk to Cassandra in a bit, but first, we're gonna get a horse set up.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better horses.
Expected you be by. I'm Harriet. How's the new gear fit?
Quite well.
So, you need
We don't
custom-
need this
Right.
meaningless dialogue. See, buy, sell. Where is the option with the mount? I guess it's not here until I get the dude in there. Okay. So, we're gonna talk to Cassandra, then we gonna leave. Disgusting noise.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
You had cause.
It wasn't like you had no reason to...
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you believe you're chosen. Does that mean you believe?
I believe he exists.
That's comforting. Surely the Maker put us both on this path for a reason. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Well, I know one place where it's going to lead us. To the Hinterlands. You see this? The Hinterlands. Who do I want in my party? I'll just take everyone. What does it mean to pierce the veil? That which separates our world from the realm of dreams and demons. We don't know anymore, apparently. Ouch. I was trying to read and sound dramatic, and then it goes away.
World of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. Everyone's a little nervous around mages right now, but you'll get no backtalk here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. All of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
Weirdo.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We should get to business. The situation's pretty dire. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Ouch.
Word for you.
What is it?
This could help us.
Okay, I need to just get the other things. This is the tree. Let me go, tree. Yeet.
Watch your step.
What?
Mother Giselle should be somewhere nearby.
And that's how you collect resources. You walk up to a thing on the side of a hill. And you either tap, 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 or you pull it out of the ground, depending on what it is.
Inquisition forces! They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
Hold. We are not apostates.
I do not think they care, Seeker.
Silk. I like how we're all just like, yeah, we got this. How did these fools both flank us and get the high ground? No, I have the high ground, Anakin. Yeah. I mean, it's just that some of these fights are exciting and challenging. This is just tenuous and long because these people just refuse to die.
Be ready. More coming our way.
Ha, get flanked. Dang, I just like died in 30 seconds.
No! Hold on!
Let's see, this is Cassie. Now where's my body? Oh, here's my body. There's Verticus. Haha. It's over, Anakin. The high ground is over here.
That's the end of it.
Good.
There are mages here who can heal your wounds. Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother. Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle?
I am. And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
I'm told you asked for me.
I am indeed.
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
It was a tragedy.
What happened was horrible.
Fear makes us desperate, but hopefully not beyond reason. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
You want me to appeal to them? Will they even listen?
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. Their power is their unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
It's good of you to do this.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate, or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call, as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us, or destroy us.
That's encouraging.
It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.
Gracias. So what are my supplies at? I have 1 health potion. That's not gonna
Corporal Vale
fly.
is coordinating the Inquisition's efforts in the area. We should speak with him. I hear reconstruction is progressing well in Kirkwall.
I know things are bad there.
I wasn't trying to...
You weren't trying to remind me how bad it is in Kirkwall, so you decided to talk about it?
About its recovery.
What you're talking about are the buildings, and even that will take years. People don't recover so easily.
Oof.
I'll keep an eye out. You there? Can you help my wife? Please, I beg you.
What's wrong with your wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Our son Hindle makes a potion that lets her breathe. He's the only one who can make it, but he's joined that cult in the hills. Please, get to him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die.
Fun times. I wish you could jump just a little bit higher. These little exclamation marks are quests.
Going to be a long, hungry night.
These people need food.
There
farms out in the hills. Good eating, cooks easy, and not too dangerous to go hunting down. More likely to find mages than luck.
Good luck.
Luck won't put fat on your ribs.
Fair enough.
Yes, sir.
Could be better.
You're with the Inquisition. Corporal Vale, thanks for your help. The Majors and Templars don't seem to care who gets caught in their war. The refugees here are in dire need of help. If the war doesn't kill them, cold or starvation will.
What can you tell me about the man who's supposed to be getting horses for the...
Horsemaster Dennett. He lives on a farm to the west. Tough old fella. We haven't heard from him. Best we can tell, he's holed up until the Majors and Templars are done killing each other.
What other problem?
We've got some injuries that go beyond stitches and elf fruit. I know healers are in short supply. But if you can find someone in Redcliffe to help us, it would save a lot of lives.
Farewell.
And now we're going over here. But first, we need to go and do some camping.
More cold weather coming.
I suppose you're right.
Where are their coats?
What do you need to keep these refugees warm?
Blankets, warm clothes, all of it. These poor sods lost everything when the Mages and the Templars went crazy. I'm sure the apostates have plenty of supplies, just haven't been able to find them.
Farewell.
Yeah, you're sure the apostates are the bad guys. Jerk. The apostates are a problem, but they're not the worst threat. It's just another brand of racism, however. Classification of fear.
Decent spot to camp.
That's what I was thinking. And it refills our supplies. There's quests everywhere. We need to be going back on track. I just wanted to refill supplies before we went to speak with good old Horsemaster Dennett.
Hopefully the Inquisition can find some way to help these people.
Also, we're going to level up some of my friends. You're just going to auto level because I don't care about soul loss. Cassandra, she needs battle skills. There we go. We have one more. Varick Archery. There we go, back on track.
Very well.
Everyone's on level point.
While we're back in the city, I could just steal some blankets.
And we're ready for the combat that's going to hit on the other side of this wall. Ooh, loot. You know, just like, we're ready, we're serious, we're heroes. Oh man, there's loot!
Have gone mad with power.
The Templars aren't looking any better here.
The tactical move of walk this way.
We must continue on if we are to secure the Alliance.
Yes, but first we're gonna destroy people in this here castle. Yeet. Yes, fire everywhere. Man, that escalated quickly. I took one hit, and I'm like nearly dead. What?
Merrick requires help!
Walk this way. Okay. My entire party's down. I'm a mage that I don't like because his abilities really suck. Okay. I didn't know you were there. Keep health high. Keep health high. That's the secret. If I can get you alone and not die in the attempt. Haha, shielding, fools. And now I'm about to die. Oof. Up, Berticus. I just got him up in time. No, Berticus, what did you do? You were gonna be the hero. However, the beautiful thing is, I can do that. And then that. And that's the end of us. Your journey ends. Oops. It probably takes us back to when I made that. Oh no, it took us all the way back to here, to when all this madness started. Okay, now I know the secret. Kill those freaking archers. They're hiding in the back with apparently do more damage than I do. You see this? If we had a party of all mages, this would be a rather interesting experience. It's interesting though, because usually you're so concerned about these guys with their shields if you're a mage, because then your spells could be blocked. But the other thing about being a mage is that your damage is so spectacular. Not the damage you deal, but the damage you can take. Anyways, look, that time my party only decided to use 3 of my potions. I wish everyone had their own potion reserve so they weren't, you know, using my potions, but whatever. What's mine is not by choice theirs. Goodbye. Going into 2019, like, hey, hey. What's up, my dude? Redcliffe Farms. Cool. Now time to grab these quests right over here. Read. Letter found on the dead dwarf. I don't care how many demons and apostates are in the area. The package was lost somewhere on the river north of those farms. Follow the river and find it, or we'll find you. Well, that's fun. It's like a game of hide and seek. Vicious puppets. What'd you miss? Well, we died. Because stupid archers apparently have shots that kill me in one hit. I know I turned on the thing that said that they have new powers, that enemies may have new powers or abilities, but that's not what I meant by instant kill bullets.
The breach may have driven them mad, or perhaps a demon took command of the pack.
Placed the skull out here, and for what purpose?
The skull illuminates certain objects in the distance. I am not familiar with such magic.
Of course, it had to be a skull that writes some creepy shit.
I mean, if it wasn't a skull, it wouldn't be as interesting. They're like, how can we hide mystical objects in the world? You could have crystals that are semi-randomly placed throughout the world space. Okay, yeah, I feel you. But how are you gonna find them? You're gonna stick your face in a skull. Okay. How much have you been drinking today? Just like, where is this last shard though? The chardonnay. Oh well. I'll find it some other time.
This must be the horse master.
We should search the area.
Norwegian liquor for the daring, or those who wish to seem so, said to enhance sensation, and at the bottom. Oof.
So you're the Inquisition, eh? Here you're trying to bring order back.
Yes, I solely am the Inquisition.
Never thought it'd be a mage, though. Redcliffe's had enough trouble with magic already. Name's Dennett. I served Arleman for 30 years as horsemaster. I hear your Inquisition is looking for mounts.
That is right.
It is. Can you help us?
Not at the moment. I can't just send 100 of the finest horses in Ferelden down the road like you send a letter. Every bandit between here and Haven would be on them like flies on crap. You'll have mounts once I know they won't end up as a cold winter's breakfast.
You got a problem with me?
That sounds more than reasonable.
Glad to hear it. My wife Elena manages the farms and Bron's in charge of my guards. Until then, you deserve something better than whatever knock-kneed plow-neck they get. The chestnut over there is a purebred Ferelden forder. Take care of him, and he'll take care of you, Inquisition.
I like how they call me Inquisition instead of like my actual name, or
I heard what my man
like
said.
Herald or whatever.
You want our wolves, then
Inquisition.
we need our farm. Since the breach appeared, the wolves have gone mad. They come after our men like beasts with the water sickness. You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
How are the...
Normal... These beasts, though, they're possessed, or something like it. I've lost too many men to the beasts. I won't endanger more.
Farewell.
Good.
The Master doesn't want me handing those refugees weapons until they've got any hope of defending themselves. If you put up a few watchtowers, we'd all have more warning before the next attack.
Okay.
Farewell.
If those refugees are going to defend themselves, they'll need real defenses.
You said you had a...
I do. There are too many hills in these parts, good places for raiders and bandits to gather. I've marked good spots on the map. You set up watchtowers there, I'll talk to the Master and get your people weapons.
Farewell.
That's what they act like, at least, though. Potato, tomato.
That's what the skull helped you find? Right. Not ominous at all.
Yeah, the weird crystals in the ground. I want to jump through this hole. There we go. You get a health potion. You get a health potion. You get a health potion. And you get a health potion. Because there's a camp that we're going to set up.
So, set up camp or keep moving?
Right here. So, let us stop jumping first. Go to our journal. We're gonna set up these watchtowers.
You so rarely call me by my name, Solas. Why is that?
Manners, perhaps.
Manners have not held you back on other occasions.
I say what I believe to be true, even if it gives offense to those who prefer the lie. But there is no lie in what you are. Your position is an honorable one, and well earned.
In the Hinterland. Hill slides. I'm not going to be joining that party because A, busy, B, it's about Destiny, and my Destiny requires an update that even though it's only like a couple megabytes to a gigabyte, they're like, you need at least 30 additional gigabytes of space, which would require you to delete 7 games. Here's the 4 that you've been playing recently. Why don't you delete them? So that you'll only play Destiny. I'm pretty sure that's how it sounds. I know, man. I'm just live streaming right now. Boop.
I doubt these were mere bandits. They moved with the efficiency of a trained group.
It's almost like they have the ability where if they're hit by spells, they do the crit damage. Did anyone else see how Cassandra took, like, the ultimate air there? Let's see, we need to go forward and around the corner, and up there we go. Okie dokie. Up this. I keep hitting that because in other games that's the map button. Why did they decide to make a tactical overview combat mode? Mountain climb. This would be a perfect time before we cut this rather short. We're going back over here to show how the mission-y doos work. I don't know why they just put us at the bottom of the hill, but that's okay. And there's a mob I have to disperse.
Your kind killed the most holy. Lies. Your kind let her die. Shut your mouth, mate!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean, exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you. Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're
which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
So far, you...
We might, if your Inquisition would recognize the Chantry's authority.
There is no authority until another divine is chosen.
In due time, Andraste will be our guide, not some dazed wanderer on a mountainside.
I'll make sure...
I pray your...
So let's talk to Josephine, and I'll show you a quest. You know, our eventual love interest.
May I have a moment?
Yes, Ambassador?
I'd like to discuss your parents.
Ready for this?
A little sudden, but it's time someone made an honest man of me.
What?
Casual.
Very amusing. This is serious. I'd like to dispatch a courier asking the bands of House Trevelyan to align themselves with us. What are your thoughts? Should we approach your family for their formal support of the Inquisition?
If that's what you want, I'll send a letter to my family. They'll respect the request if it comes from...
Wonderful. That will save time. Valroyo has noted your lineage. It gives the Inquisition some legitimacy.
Why not?
You are from Ostwick. Orlesian nobles consider the Free Marches somewhat quaint.
How dare they?
Even though I'm a mage.
Not an unfamiliar sight. Mages from noble families are given more leeway. Besides, Ostwick Circle had a reputation for being rather sedate.
You've never been bored until you've lived in a tower of studious... Even our circle's fall was quiet. Everyone just left.
No wonder the people's faith in Templars has been shaken.
Templars at Ostwick were even-handed enough. A few were almost
You mean
friendly.
with this candle in the background?
This place is no bastion of civilization, not like the Circle. I hope you don't find the living conditions in Haven too drastic for someone of your station.
Don't worry about...
Really? Until next time.
So, as you remember last time, I told them to deal with my relatives.
Several bards will play for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
And now that's gone. And so when I tell them to build these watchtowers, it'll take either 48 minutes or an hour. So we're going to go with the soldiers in 48 minutes. And call that a solid attempt. I mean, I think these hour streams on casual days are pretty well manageable. And we've gotten some things done, and there's apparently other quests we can start in there. Well, thanks for joining me, guys. Next time we're going to deal with those wolves and deal with politicals. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, guys. But thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.